Go on.
I mean, a lot of the stuff I've been talking about is a little bit different. And most people I've talked about saying, well, that makes sense. Yeah, we should be doing that. But they don't. And one of the reasons they don't is they actually don't have a high level of credibility in the organization. So they have difficulty having a conversation saying, we need to change the way we do things. Now, and so therefore it is the credibility of L&D that will have a big impact on how well they're able to serve the organization effectively. And so that the fourth sneaky elephant to me is the brand and reputation, which are slightly different things, but they're correlated, is the brand and reputation of L&D. And in most organizations, it's not very good. Or it's not that it's bad necessarily, but it doesn't help them do what they need to do. And it certainly doesn't help them promote changes in the way learning is happening and promote changes to, as you said earlier, every culture has a learning culture, every organization. So, how can they start focusing on changing that culture? And that requires change. And the people that can generate change and trigger change best are those with good credibility. So that's when L&D needs it. And so that's the fourth sneaky elephant.
And so what do you think, Paul, someone listening to this now, what are the immediate things they can do to essentially give L&D a rebrand or to create a learning brand within their organization?
Well, it's probably more than a brand. It's more than the logo. So there's a few steps that need to be taken somewhat iteratively there. One is to sit down and do a value proposition for L&D, and just like a marketing department would do for the products. What's our value proposition for product X or product Y? L&D needs to sit down and say, who's our audience and what is our value proposition for that audience? And there might be several different audience segments. And that's just a standard business process. There's lots of different value proposition sort of tools and models out there. So that's what they need to be doing to start with.